Greetings, VentureFizz Nation. As you know, we're the leading authority for jobs and careers in New York tech. It's a new year, so it's time to announce the first Spark Award winner for 2019. As you might know by now, the Spark Award was created to recognize those truly innovative companies that have that certain spark that's likely going to ignite into something much greater, like the next pillar company. So after thousands and thousands of votes, which once again got very competitive until the very end, I'm excited to announce Simon Data as our winner. Simon Data has built an innovative customer data platform for marketers. The company has raised a total of $32 million in funding from top investors like Polaris Partners, 406 Ventures, F Prime, and Commerce Ventures. I interviewed Jason Davis, the company's co-founder and CEO, to learn more about his background as an entrepreneur, the details on the company and its platform, the culture at Simon Data, and the functional areas that they'll be hiring in throughout 2019. All right, well, further ado, here's my interview with Jason. Jason, congratulations on winning the January Spark Award.
Thanks, Keith. It's great to be here. Speaking on behalf of the team, we're all very excited to have won this month's award.
Well, it's definitely well-deserved because there's a lot going on at Simon Data. So let's first talk a little bit about your background. Obviously, you have a history as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, my background is very much on the data side. In a previous life, I was an academic. I earned a PhD in machine learning. During that time, I also spent some time working in search quality at Google. And those two experiences really pushed me into entrepreneurship. There was a point in my, about 12 years ago in my career, I realized I didn't want to pursue an academic career. I didn't want to work at a big company, and I was really passionate about solving what at the time looked like a whole bunch of greenfield opportunities around machine learning, in commercial applications. My last business was born out of the last couple of years of my PhD program. And I commercialized some advertising technology that we brought to market in 2008. We closed our Series A on the day of on the lowest day the stock market has been in the last 15 years.
I noticed that, by the way, the timing of your fundraise, I'm like, wow, they raised it at the most ridiculous time as far as economic conditions.
Yeah, no, totally. I remember, we signed the term sheet, a couple months before, and then, the day it closed, I remember, the lead, the partner, Maria Serino, who, I have a tremendous relationship with and has been a mentor of mine for the last 10 plus years now, calling me up and being like, you should know what's happening out there. Let's make this happen. So, she was, a great attitude going into it, certainly, with, partner on the finance side. They were freaking out a lot more than I was, just being a, really a first-time entrepreneur who was super excited to take a product to market. So we took that product to market in New York. We scaled the business, and we had an opportunity before our Series B, to sell the business to Etsy. They acquired the team, they acquired the platform, and we got to work. We deployed our advertising technology into Etsy's core infrastructure. Turns out there was incredible demand for the technology. Today it drives upwards of 35 or 40% of Etsy's revenue, in their self-service advertising. And in doing so and in building and integrating that technology, we also built Etsy's data infrastructure. That turned out to be a fairly exhaustive amount of work. We catalog the entire business. Etsy is a marketplace. You can buy things, you can sell things. And in aggregating data for Etsy, we knew who was selling what, how much were they selling it for on a per category basis, what were some average sale prices for items, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We built a tremendous amount of technology that really enabled the business to understand from a highly quantitative perspective what was going on. And the mission for Simon Data is one of really enabling businesses to leverage that data, not just for insights or reporting, or some nice charts and graphs, but to really drive action and response, in the marketplace. The mission of Simon Data is all around driving customer engagement in a way that facilitates next generation customer experiences. By using all the data that that the businesses have on their customers, they're able to understand what they're looking for, understand how much they understand the value proposition of these businesses, and from that, message them appropriately to educate them, to incentivize them, or whatnot, to drive desired outcomes.
So how does the platform work at Simon Data? So I'm envisioning you have data in all these different repositories, and then you have all these different channels of how you engage with your consumers. So how does the platform actually, facilitate between the two?
Right. So in some sense, Simon Data acts as the brain of your marketing and your engagement effort. We plug into all your data sources. We can plug into your Hadoop cluster. We can plug into your data warehouse. We can plug into any real-time systems on how people might be browsing around your website or mobile application. We take all that data in, and from that we build an exhaustive view of the customer that enumerates every single possible dimension imaginable. And then on the activation side, it's all about integrating into your marketing channels and your engagement channels. So email, push, SMS, advertising channels, on-site and in-app, APIs and channels, direct mail, support, and more.
Now, last year you raised your Series B round of funding. So what's the current state of your business in terms of future growth plans, scale?
Yeah, growth has been tremendously strong. We've been fortunate enough to get fantastic reception for our offering in the market. Today we work with brands, including Casper, Kickstarter, OpenTable, TrueCar, and WeWork. And growth this past year was tremendously strong. Growth the year before was also tremendously strong, and we're expecting similar trends moving forward into 2019.
Congratulations on the continued growth. That's exciting. So what's the culture like at Simon Data if someone was to join the team and work there?
Right. I mean, for us, it's really all about empowering individuals. Our 5 core values are transparency, education, ownership, thinking strategically and getting things done. And we really make sure we hire folks who get what we're doing and are also in line with our values, and then empower them to do their jobs in a way that they learn every day, that they communicate effectively with their peers, that they can have true responsibility for business outcomes, that they're able to really align their individual responsibilities with broader business goals, and that they can also do so in a way that can show continued progress on a daily basis.
How many employees do you have total?
Today we're almost 70.
Wow. Okay. And then what are your plans as far as hiring, over 2019, and what positions are you generally hiring for?
Yeah, and we have an aggressive, hiring plan over the next year. At the core, we're solving tremendous technology problems. So, we're looking for senior software engineers. We're looking for data engineers. We're aggressively hiring data scientists. On the go-to-market side, a big part of what we do is educating the market. Why is it that some of the incumbent or legacy solutions are inadequate, to affect the next generation of customer engagement and targeting? In order to do that, it takes time to explain to customers, what's our secret sauce? How does it bridge with their initiatives? How does it bridge with their capabilities? So to that effect, we're also aggressively hiring, senior sales folks with experience selling data applications or software as a service applications.
Well, Jason, congratulations again on winning the January Spark Award. As noted, you are hiring aggressively, so you can go to their biz page on VentureFizz to check out their job openings, or direct on their careers page and check them out there.
Great. Well, thanks, Keith.